we are making, time to time we make a few still wines. And the idea behind it is like, just like in Champagne, France, in good years, they make Coteaux de Champagne, right?
Coteaux Champenois.
I'm sick, okay? It's true. No, you're absolutely right. And so we have a Chardonnay and a Pinot. But while we were in Champagne tasting through wines, we really had a dilemma. While I do that, maybe you should open the
glasses.
So we have 3 wines to introduce to you. There's a Pinot, there's a Chardonnay, all VQA Prince Edward County, and a Ratafia. So what is Ratafia? Ratafia is a mix of grape juice and spirits. So when we were in Champagne and we said, what do you do with the hard pressings? Sorry, I'll let you try first.
We're gonna do the Chard. We're gonna taste the Chard first.
That's cool. So what do you do? What do you do with your hard pressings of Pinot? It did not make our rosé method traditional better, right?
Correct.
So we went to Champagne and we're tasting like through Grand Cru, tastings, Premier Cru, and everybody was really open and forthcoming with the information. And they said completely different things. Grand Cru Winery actually said, Champagne House said, oh, do a charcoal filtration, it'll turn the juice black, and it's really unnerving, and then it goes back to being Pinot, but it also takes out other properties that are actually beneficial to the wine. So we thought we didn't really want to do a charcoal filtration. Then we met with another winery, and they said make Ratafia. The only reason I'm telling you this while we're tasting the Chardonnay is that what's really cool is it's our hard pressings of Pinot that we don't think can make it into our method traditional sparkling wines. And then what we do is whenever we rack wine, there's always some stuff left over. We collected that stuff and we sent it to a distillery near the winery and we turned it into basically grappa, and we took our grape juice and then we combined it with the grappa that came from our winery and we made Ratafia. So we'll try that last. So Chardonnay.
Yeah.
What's your theory about Chardonnay?
Delicious. I think Chardonnay loves the county. I think if you're gonna make a still wine in Prince Edward County, I mean, people are making delicious Pinots and Cap Francs and Gamay and all the rest. But I mean, some of you, if you've met me before and we've talked about Chardonnay, you'll have heard this one. The problem is does the world need more Chardonnay? I certainly think that they do from Prince Edward County. Something special about our soils and the way things ripen, and they just are mineral and fresh, and just there's a certain electricity about them, and this one's no different. So this is 100% county fruit, wild barrel ferments,
nice and slow,
large 500-liter barrels. Yeah, fermented for a really long time. Sort of, the ferment kind of chugged out in the winter a little bit, and then fired up again in the spring. And we bottled it just in late August of last year. Let it hang around in a bottle for a little bit. Got a minimal bit of filtration, just a touch of sulfur. Otherwise, I got nothing else. And she's ready to go. I mean, it's delicious.
So good for the holidays.
Yeah, really great. And I'm stoked for this. I don't know what I'm going to drink. Like for football later. Probably this. Maybe the margarita.
I know.
Well,
it's actually better. Like, it's so good. It's so good. It's also very dangerous.
Deal. Good year in 22. Great growing year. So we went ahead and decided to make a Pinot under the Hinterland label, which was fun. This was a tiny allotment.
Like, we're talking 100 cases.
110 cases, I think, was the total. We'll probably keep 10 for ourselves.
This year we decided to take elements of Prince Edward County and the Bay of Quinte that mean a lot to us. And for Jonas, it's, what's this fish?
Walleye. Or pickerel. We can have a fight about that if you want. Should ask my son, actually. He knows more about fish than anybody I know.
Our director.
Good year. And it felt like we could make a Pinot, so we did.
And if anybody knows me, they know I love bats. Bats are awesome. They're awesome for the environment. And we need to keep them around. With white nose syndrome, we've had a lot of bat die-offs, so we're hoping that people put up their bat boxes, we can get our bats back. But back to the Pinot Noir.
So, public service announcement for bats. This is really good too. Very light frame. but lots of flavor, lots of not thin, but just light frame kind of thing. Again, wild ferment.
Perfect with your turkey.
Yep. And
Drink it now.
And then we chucked it into 225 liter barrels and let it hang out there for a year, and then pulled it out, and again gave it a very light filtration, and a bit of sulfur, and then off the bottle she went. But it says everything that Pinot should say. It's got that earthy cherry, those kind of things going on.
It's a very Pinot.
It's very Pinot, yeah. It's got pinosity. You know what it sounds pornographic. Pinosity.
Okay, last one, because our son is telling us to wrap it up.
Right.
All right, guys.
Yeah, I think you're going to talk about this. This is Vicky's baby.
No, again, it's making lemonade out of lemons because the Pinot is too valuable. When you look at the amount of juice we get or how many grapes we grow per acre that we farm, we lose money in the vineyard. Ask anybody in the counties. The hardest part of the county is growing grapes. We're on the knife's edge of vinifera. So when you've got these last pressings of Pinot Noir, it's really hard not to use them, right?
Do you like my sweater?
I love your sweater. Didn't your mom buy you?
My mom gave me this sweater.
For his birthday.
My birthday. Sorry.
So, this is, it looks good.
Thank you.
And
I think so too.
yeah. So the Ratafia is, again, the spirits were made from our wine that we sent off to a local distillery. And these are the hard pressings of Pinot. And what do you think?
Yeah, good. So it spends a bit of time in barrel, so it really gets that sort of barrel flavor. When we first made this, we made it for the first time last year. It was terrifying because it just tasted like alcohol and grape juice, and it needs a bit of time in barrel. So over time, it went into a 500-liter barrel as well, and that barrel is now dedicated. So we'll make 50 cases of this a year every year. And it's a fortified wine. It's essentially white port, but because it's made with Burgundian varietals, it's very much a Burgundian and Champagne tradition to make these kinds of wines, and it's like a nice little meal finisher. Not a bad little aperitif. You could probably chill it a little bit if you wanted to.
Yeah, add ice.
Yeah, add ice. Yeah.
Or we were recently on City Line and
add some white cap.
What did Renee say? So we were interviewed by the lovely Renee, and she said, so we're calling it the Renee Spritz because Renee took some Ratafia from the barrel. This Ratafia before we bottled it, and she did this.
Oh, you're serious? You are going to add white cap to it?
I'll try it.
The hinterland double down. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it just sort of takes the sweetness off a little bit.
I think so.
Yeah, you don't like it sweet, but you don't like it sweet, but you still like it boozy.
Oh, it's so good. The Renee Spritz. So anyway, that's what's available coming out this week. Just in time for Christmas and New Year's Eve and Hanukkah, any holiday that you want to celebrate over the holidays. Thank you.
See you guys.
Bye.